just like that. We're in Snezhnaya! Remember back in Nasha Town? The day's finally come! Hurrah to me! Guess this'll be the end of your journey that your brother mentioned. But whenever Paimon... Yeah... Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think. We've fought dragons and sea monsters, defeated creations of the gods, faced prophecies of doom, and all that experience under our... Sure thing!
What about me?
Whoa! Columbina? You kinda... Don't look at Pine... Oh, so it...
All your friends have... I invited Sandra. She had some... If they're heading to Snezh... Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya. Our time working together was... not terrible, precisely. But we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning...
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her. As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you, you'll be fine.
Huh. You really have to read between the lines with Centrone.
Go on. Get to today.
He's definitely... Wow! Pure white as far as the eye can see! Similar to the ones in Nodcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kulaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now. What's wrong? Come on, let's go! Treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Paimon got a mouthful of snow. Ooh, it's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm. ours, right? Oh, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes. Right here. If we get any closer, we might... Let's see how your camera... Come on, quick! Paimon's heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railway... You know... yeah... everything feels heavy. Oh, no need. Yep. Whew. Seems like this snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly. Oh, look! There's a cabin over there! Phew! Let's get out of this storm!
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast! Paimon? Paimon! Strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. It says here, Krasnik's torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if...
Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. I am... To this end, I must... Huh? Apologies. After a long period of inactivity, Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. But I am unable to load further details at this moment. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following. Will you accept me, Transcender? I understand your position. However, given your current physical condition, I must suggest that you reconsider. Before I was activated, you called out a name. If you agree to accept me, to answer your question, yes. You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is... I need to recover my body, retrieve the power to unlock tomorrow, and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty Ark floats. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, the key right now is you. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the Prime Ice unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a Prime Ice construct to prop up the door. Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off with ice. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more... Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, Build Heat Source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice. My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed. Crescent Crystal located. Please collect the recent constructs you... Unfortunately, that said, I have already forgotten what warmth feels like. Yes, perhaps then we can warm ourselves by... But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Crescent Crystal, I can extract the energy within and use it to maintain your body's surface temperature. Low power. Please use Crescent Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unity. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is unusually low. Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation,
Paimon! Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard. Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter snowstorm. You two must be very important to one another. You should take more care not to get separated.
Your eyes.
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead. We will meet again very soon.
the unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again. Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other person even left a blanket for her.
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
It's okay.
Wait.
must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. Well, he was right about one thing.
He had no intention of explaining his motives, and he left in something of a hurry.
Hey! What the? Who is that? It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing! Self-aware.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still.
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've...
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my...
Oh, that makes sense. Anyway, back to the... When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And it was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice, with a really anxious expression on his face. He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here, and after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. In fact, he barely said anything. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him.
Please allow me to interrupt.
Wait, you've...
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, Noop, the jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than most.
Oh, well, we were really psyched up for this journey when we...
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, at this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous. If, however, we continue... Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has... We can break through the blizzard. There is a small town up ahead.
Paimon thinks goggles... Oh, come on.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary... Please confirm when you are ready to depart. Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks. Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode. How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed.
Yeah.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are... Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town.
Your data had better be right this time.
I can assure you, it certainly is. Please, it seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route. Next time, I will get it right.
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you...
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business. I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
Why is that?
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuja. Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we like it or not. Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now. Basically, the Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of energy. Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet. So, the Vecha passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy consumption.
Bitter cold. So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth. The trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long, who knows if they can ever bounce back.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by 1/3 again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down. You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling! And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate! It's robbery is what it is!
Which is why the Snezhnograd Veche passed a resolution to support border communities. Without which, So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling...
You...
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause. We all know how cold it is, and the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. Our top priority must be to keep the... As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or...
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset. What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there'll be ample energy for household use, but we can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day.
Fine. I don't see any alternative.
So, this is Project...
You were looking for an inn, right? For your, Fae friend?
Oh!
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so it's pretty basic. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much.
Are you sure?
All right, then.
Oh, so cozy and warm. Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced...
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha. Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be fine. Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people...
Don't say that! Paimon's...
They aren't in town right now, and they won't be back anytime soon. I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves. I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash-landed on the ice?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we had a little accident.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomaros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So, I'm heading off to catch a rabbit.
Huh?
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway. Shishkin. Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall we?
Him? Really? Paimon never would have guessed.
Huh? You're coming with?
Huh. Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Oh, a doggy. Oh, angry doggy.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing. He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out. Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, or there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into. First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted. Then, we get Tugarin to catch a scent and find out— What are you eating?
Oh, check it out. When you're all out of carrots, try...
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Yep.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do. Wait. Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. So Shishkin won't have had the chance to doctor the figures. Looks as new as the day it was printed. I guess no one bothers reading these unless they have ulterior motives. Yeah, this is all we need. Come on, let's get out of here. Then go. Tagarin's a keen hunter, and catching rabbits is his specialty. But if he picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rabbit's warren. Good job, boy. Sure enough, there's a tunnel.
Thanks for looking out for us.
No need to thank me. It's my pleasure. Sure is Her Majesty the Tsaritsa watching over us, every sacrifice will be worthwhile. Let's grit our teeth until the blizzard passes. These days of hardship will be over soon.
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun.
Huh? Who are you? What's the matter?
I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Crystal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation, Mr. Shishkin?
Me? Why, I have no idea. But look at how much there is. It's quite a godsend. Now there will be plenty to go around.
This godsend was found in a cellar adjacent to your residence following a tip from Mr. Alosha. And this is only a fraction of what we found down there. We're still taking a full inventory. The official figures will be finalized shortly. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, I owe you all an apology. I'm sorry. This isn't who I am. Please believe me, this was a one-time mistake that I will never repeat. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuja came into force. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. If nothing is done, they're all going to freeze to death. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy Crystal these days. The thought of my poor mother and father. I watched as energy grew scarcer by the week, all the while knowing that their lives were at risk. Then one day, I looked. Looks like I'm just not cut out to be a criminal. I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transactions. I'll make a batch purchase of Crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge.
You don't have to go that...
Yeah, owning up to your mistake is enough for me. You've done plenty of good for the community in the past. I'm not looking for a hand.
Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake, but the real reason there's only one shipment's worth of stolen Crystal in your basement is that you have an accomplice.
Reporting in, sir. We've conducted a full search of the mayor's house. As expected, we found many crates full of Crystal, half of which were still in their original shipping containers.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of Sretomaros for a long time now. The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take... The mayor handpicks said workers, per his... But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait, the mayor's involved in this too?
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages? What?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume that every carriage is packed full. So, if we take the energy required for the Kresnik's torch, add the sales figures you provided, then compare that figure to the train's theoretical cargo capacity, guess what? The numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. 3 carriages missing.
You mean to tell me that you sat around outside, counting carriages in—
I'm a hunter. I have 2—
Well, I've heard enough. The evidence speaks for itself. Take Shishkin and the mayor into custody and escort them back to Snezhnograd.
You cocky little brat! Ruining my business! Just you wait.
Yeah, something felt off, so I just followed my gut. Math isn't my strong suit, though. I'm lucky my dad made me learn enough to get by, but...
Thank you for your assistance. You're a brave lad. Shishkin was quite the cunning criminal, as I'm sure you can tell. He did all of this right under our noses, and we never suspected a thing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. He had everyone fooled.
Even with that sob story he fed us. He was probably trying to keep the mayor out of it, not just mask his own motives. Without the compelling case he put together, even I might have fallen. Alosha, was it?
We can go find some wild animals if you want. I'll fire—
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on your identity. It's just— well, I'm sure you've heard of the Rokot. Recently, they've been recruiting people with your kind of talent. They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stuzha. They aren't a violent organization, and their goal is to improve the lives of the common folk. But still, as a member of the Fatui, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't keep tabs on them.
First I've heard of this. I don't really keep up with what goes on in the city. All I know is, people who don't mind their own business in the city end up paranoid about everything. As for me, I just couldn't stand Shishkin. I'm from Alatir myself, and I can tell you, nobody's lived there in years. Why would an abandoned village need Crystal? Of course, no one really cares about the fate of that place. I'm guessing today is the first you've heard of it.
I see. It does sound quite tragic. Really. Well, thanks again for your assistance, and your friend here too. I will report this incident to Snezhnograd. The Fatui will take over energy distribution until new officials are appointed. We'll also ensure that the train station resumes normal service as soon as possible. Looks like it's my turn to brush up on math now. I never liked it as a kid either.
Don't mention it. Isn't the soldier overseeing the delivery supposed to verify the quantity of the goods? Was he just careless? Or was he being paid off too? Who knows? Excuse me. I'll take a share of Kresnik Crystal too. Thanks. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to. Hang tight for a moment. This old lady, she doesn't really know who's who anymore.
Oh, grandson. It's so cold today. You must be freezing.
Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha? Alosha?
You know me. I came by earlier today. Cleaned the ashes out of your stove, gave you some warmer bedding, and washed your back.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Now, how often do I get to see my grandson? Hmm?
It's okay. You just rest. I'm fine.
Oh, you. It's nice to come and visit your old granny once in a while, isn't it? Sretomoros, a good town. All sorts of things to do and people to meet. And the local officials are good to us. Sit down, come on, take a seat. I still have some fruit left. Let me get it for you.
Please, don't get up on my account. You need to rest. Where's the fruit?
Right under the basket by the door. Or maybe it was on the bedside cabinet. Well, grandson dear, do you like it?
Very much.
Good, good.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, alright? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get it.
Oh, I don't need it. I'm fine. But if you like it, come back for some more soon.
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things. I met her at the market back before her health began declining. Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong. Now that it's an abandoned village, it's rare to find anyone who shares fond memories of our hometown. So after we got talking and realized we were from the same place, we decided. I first learned of Sretomoros' energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after her health went downhill, I started visiting more. The town's been in decline for. That said, I kinda appreciate her optimism. There's not much of it going around in this world of ice and snow. It's fine. Everyone grows old. In Snezhnaya, some people believe that in your you turn to look at them, but their face is blurry. So you focus. The Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. So at least I'm not a blurry face. Come on, let's get back and see how Paimon's doing.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon's not cold anymore, but she's still a little dizzy. Flying probably isn't a good idea right now. Paimon might lose her balance. But Paimon's sure she'll be fine. It's probably just from getting hit on the head by that pile of snow when we first arrived in Snezhnaya.
Her complexion's looking much better. Let's keep an eye on her.
Sure, but enough about that. How did everything go on your end? Are you all set? Did you have any trouble?
I'll explain. It's a bit of a long story.
Jeez, you guys got pretty busy. Sounds like the liaison officer and the mayor were running quite an operation. So, you said the train station will open again soon, right? And everyone has enough crystal now?
Yeah. Well, enough to survive at least. Project Stuja isn't going away anytime soon. People will still have to scrimp and save to make ends meet. Don't know. The goal of Project Stuja is to gather energy for the Tsaritsa, but no one knows where that energy's going. It's never been made public. The thing is, we were told that the project would only last for 6 months, but time and time again, they keep extending it.
Extending it?
That's what everyone suspects. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up... He's the chair of the Snezhnograd Veche and a key figure in the voting process.
How come the Fatui are picking on ordinary people even here in Snezhnaya?
I don't see it like that. Fundamentally, the Fatui will always think and act in the Tsaritsa's interests. But that doesn't mean they don't care about the plight of the common folk. The only reason Sratomiro still receives Crystal shipments is because of a relief proposal put forward by the Rooster himself. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster relief, and they're as conservative and indifferent as they come. It's just that the rich and... Yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion on how best to tackle the big issues of the day. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnograd, while the rich and powerful are either unwilling or afraid to speak out for all sorts of complicated reasons. The Rokad provides the disaffected with false identities and an outlet to vent their frustrations. Of course, an organization like that exists in a gray area, but so far, they've been doing like us, don't you?
That's because we're adventurers. It's our job.
Sounds like we're going to get along. So, what's your business and...
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. Her ultimate goal, what the Gnosis mean in all of this.
Wait, so... No way. Are you...
Sounds like you've heard of us then. We're getting more famous by the day.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, but getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times, and right now, she's probably not even in Snezhnograd. Word is, she's heading east on a campaign to slay a monster. Yeah, so you've heard of it. A wild, unpredictable monster with the power to summon snowstorms. It also absorbs everything around it into its body, so it's growing constantly. Now, luckily, as it grew, it became increasingly less mobile, so it doesn't pose an immediate threat to this town or to Snezhnograd. I'm sure that Tsaritsa and her personal guard, the Druzhna, won't have any trouble defeating the creature between them. It's just a question of how long it'll take. Suffice to say, you won't be seeing her anytime soon. You'll have to wait until she gets back. Fair. Well, the Fatui will be taking over management of the train station for the time being. Once it's open, we can see about getting your train towed to the station.
Whoa! That's gotta take a...
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we help them out. As far as I know, all the paperwork is dealt with upon manufacture. I've never seen anyone check it, so I wouldn't worry. Having a train makes everything much easier. We'll reach Snezhnograd in no time. I need to head there myself. I know a good doctor in the city. I'll introduce you when we get there.
Oh, thanks so much. Let's get a good night's sleep ahead of our big trip tomorrow.
Need me to take center stage?
Drive carefully, alright? Also, I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Is it a new model or something? Not a fan of small talk, are you? Anyway, take this. It's an up-to-date map of the Snezhnayan rail network. All the track switching is automated, so as long as the train's moving, you don't need to worry about... We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves. Fingers crossed nothing's broken. I doubt Sratomoros has any engineers with experience working on this model.
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks for everything.
All right then. Have a safe journey. And make sure to check everything's working before you set off.
Let's begin. Yeah.
Destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head out.
Affirmative.
What's this?
Engine, green. Wheels, green. Frame, minor damage, but no impact on function. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon still can't get over the fact that you just found this tech lying around in a random cave.
I've lived in Snezhnaya my whole life, and I've never heard of an interactive, talking train autopilot.
Strictly speaking, I wasn't designed purely to drive trains, though I doubt you have any interest in navigating the practically unreadable operator's manual yourself. All configurations are complete. Should you require any further assistance?
Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay? Paimon's...
Just our luck. Of all the things that could have gone wrong.
Halosha, you're Snezhnayan.
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. Even time itself doesn't exist here. It's a world where everything seems to come to a standstill. I've only seen it a few times before, and this is my first time inside. It's a dangerous place. Most people who get sucked into the Shadow Realm are never seen again. And the few who do make it back, they're never quite the same.
Huh? Then, what the heck do we do now? Oh, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great!
Hold it together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I heard a story once about the world of shadows. If it's true, there's a way to escape. We just need to find the exit. Come on, let's explore.
Look at these Fatui! It's like they've lost their minds!
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living. I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Wait! What's that blue thing?
Guess we'd better find a way over.
Let's hammer this out! So close.
Hello. I am glad to see the three of you safe and sound.
For now, at least. But things aren't looking too good.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm, the darkest space in the shell, where even the Most High is loath to cast its gaze. Time and space hold no meaning here. It intersects with the world of the Light Realm, only we must leave this place before it sinks back down into the depths once more.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Yes. In fact, the very purpose of my creation was likely to... from the Shadow Realm. It appears that key data is currently inaccessible, but now is not the time to resolve that problem. I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment. It may well be one of my core functions. Activation code...
Whoa!
Now go. Arm yourselves with weapons of the spirit. Bring...
Is this?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements... Let's go. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosives. Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is... For long-range targets, try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a new strategy.
Close it!
Gotta recharge.
More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked Assault function.
Where's the advantage?
Reload! Time to catch my breath.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Grab the advantage! Can't take it anymore.
Mind the rhythm.
It's over. Taking cover.
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on. You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend using this grappling gun. If you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Okay. So...
Charge! Charge! Back in business. Back in business.
Defenses have been breached!
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease.
Can't take much more!
Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Frag out!
Defenses have been breached! Fall back!
Try this!
Over!
Frag out! Need a refill!
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
How much longer is this gonna take?
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However...
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead Fatui. Guess we gotta storm through.
Nice.
You may find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Time to catch my breath. Need a refill. Frag out.
Come on! We're almost there! Huh? Why is everything shaking so much?
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is right here.
You mean this weird bubble thing? Wait, how exactly do we...
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. Looks like I was... I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to you and that awesome gun.
Ah, so you have heard of the Golden City before?
Yeah, it came up a whole bunch in Nokrai. You're a pretty neat surprise in that sense, aren't you, Goggles? We had no idea they left cool gadgets like...
Make no mistake, it was a team effort. For a first-time firearm user, your performance was quite outstanding. Far beyond, as Alosha said, it is highly unusual for the The Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. Now, if you please take a moment to
Oh, thanks, Goggles!
Yes, of course.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey...
Yeah, sure. It's so quiet here for a train station. Huh? So much for repair? You've swapped our train out for a whole new model!
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete, according to my calculations, perimeterization is the most effective way for the Eye of Grey.
Hyperborea, huh? I'm sure I've heard of that in a story somewhere. might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnograd's just up ahead. Here we are. Welcome to Snezhnograd train station, the biggest transport hub in the nation.
Wow!
It's built for maximum. In the future, you can use this train station to... This way. There's a lift. Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the Winged Vila and the Snowborn Snegovic, amongst others.
No wonder! We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
The snow in Snezhnaya.
To the left is the Market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. They offer food and lodging there, so you can get... Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in Zolny. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night, four-legged roommates come out to play.
Yep, no way. Don't worry.
I'm glad to see you've If you find yourselves in the mood, this way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. That's Glupov, the headquarters of the Fatui. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the... And over there is the Snezhnegrad Vecha, where all the big shots meet regularly to make policy decisions. These places are best admired from a distance. I'm sure I don't need to explain why.
Yeah.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. That's where you'll find the restaurants, bookstores, and gift shops. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right?
Ooh.
No one practices alchemy at Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid.
Oh. We'll just have to use the one in the...
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area of expertise. Still, I wouldn't say the absence of alchemy makes life here. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. It's mostly residential buildings and factories, but there's a few shops, too. That's about it.
Sounds good.
Podvorye restaurant is right this way.
If a simple response will do, why waste your breath on anything longer?
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot! Yeah! Much better now that we're out. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard for no reason. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously, the million more question is, what is this Aritza planning? Everything else leads back to that. Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires a ton of energy. But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alocia said that she went east to fight that big monster. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information Paimon can think of a few people who... Right! And when we left Noctri, so... It's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about... Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Gloop-Off place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so it'd be a waste not to go. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? But it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino, let alone Sandrone. Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine.
Hello. Is there a traveler?
That's Alocia.
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alocia mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today, yes?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either.
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say.
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? That's just because Paimon knows how to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught... I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, if you find yourself with...
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best...
All right, then.
I have to get back to it. Hey, no big.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me.